happy that there is peace, that the children are swimming and they're fine, that we can walk around Kampala Road. The borders are all over the place, and everybody is doing their thing, and nobody is interfering.
Kale, welcome to the SML News. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're watching us from. Just want to thank you for the way you're following us. We like the likes, we love the comments, we love the shares. My daughter normally tells me that sharing is caring. Keep sharing the videos, keep sharing the knowledge. We love you. Thank you for watching SML News. Always. My name is Sir Simon Muyanga Lutaya, with a very beautiful conversation today. Just to watch. Okay. Borrowing the words of the late Sheikh Sali, I should say I'm astonished, very much humbled to have one of Uganda's finest, I cannot just say women, lady entrepreneurs, an outstanding citizen, a senior citizen. For the very first time, I have the opportunity to host Dr. Maggie Kigozi, the woman of many courts. I'll be selecting one depending on what you want to cover. A mother of repute, an entrepreneur, a teacher for that matter, a businesswoman. What is that I should not say about Dr. Maggie Kigozi? Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Sir Litaya.
I must start from the very rare ones. With all your intellect and the guts and courage you have had to talk about issues in Uganda, you have either feared or skipped politics. Why?
I have absolutely not skipped politics. I am one of the Elders Forum.
Yes.
Our role is to advise the politicians
Yes.
on the way forward for the country. So we study the issues as we see them folding, and we advise government on what can be done better. But otherwise, yes, no, I'm not a politician. I actually have never been, not even in my earlier days when they had to elect the prefect. Yes, once I was elected, yes. But otherwise, no.
Elected as a prefect.
Yes, as a prefect at Kololo High School.
That's the political role you have held.
That's absolutely.
Prefect at Kololo High School. Which year is that now?
1971 or something like that. A long time ago.
So you know the fear. You don't fear politics, do you?
My husband was a minister. He was the Minister of Works in the first NRM government from 1986 to 1991. He was a Minister of Works. So yes, I was the wife of a politician, although they didn't actually, that time it was not about voting. They were selected. That is the closest. Then I was also the doctor to Parliament.
Doctor?
Yeah, there's a clinic at Parliament. So I used to run the clinic at Parliament. I used to treat all the ministers, members of Parliament, the drivers, the secretaries, everybody around Parliament was treated by me. So that's how close I got to Parliament. All the members would come to me.
You know, I covered the 6th Parliament, I covered the 7th Parliament, I covered the 8th Parliament. I've never noticed there is a clinic around Parliament.
Yes.
For MPs, for...
Yes. Of course, it wouldn't be for operations and things like that, but when you have a simple thing, you have come in and you have flu, you have a fever, so you want to check your blood pressure, we do that for you. It's just as you go up from the parking,
Yes.
you go through the gate,
Yes.
and if you look on your right, that is the clinic there. It's small, it's about 4 rooms or 5 rooms. Yes.
Oh. That's news.
Yes.
Learning
And
never stops.
very interestingly, I was there, right there, when HIV/AIDS struck. And as you are aware, they travel quite a bit. So traveling was a problem because you get it when you go somewhere. And so yes, I had a lot of patients. We had no drugs. We had no solution. HIV/AIDS had no solution at that time. Antiretrovirals had not come in yet. So it was a very difficult time for us in medical practice.
Wonderful. As a medical doctor, you have lived and watched through the HIV scourge.
Yes.
You have played the role only at the extent of a doctor, or outside that you have also in public health. Have
Public,
you had those campaigns?
yes, we always are part of them. I was chairing the Global Fund board, and that's where all these promotions are done, all the information dissemination, and also the private sector. As the private sector, as Pepsi Cola, we do try to contribute to healthcare in general by sensitizing people or taking banners around. If the Ministry of Health has produced something on our trucks, they can be taken around. Yeah, so we have been a part of health over the years.
Two interesting issues you talk about that I need to investigate. You talk about the Global Fund,
Yes.
where we lost billions.
Yes.
We even had people go to court over that. You cannot associate that to your name. How did
No,
it
I was
happen?
there many years ago, maybe like 6, 7 years ago. And yes, I was chair for a term, and then I left. And by that time, we were actually contributing very heavily to all various health diseases in the country. Yes. Uh, the funding has, a lot of it was coming from the US.
Yes.
And I think Donald Trump does not miss his words when he says he's not going to spend money on things like that.
Because he says he has spent much before and the US has spent much before and they see no results.
What?
That's his argument. He says no impact.
Okay, but it has been impact, a lot of impact. I mean, how many people die of AIDS today? And the treatment has been available, so it's very small numbers.
There are great improvements in the care
Yes.
and management.
And
Very
management.
good improvements.
And
But Donald Trump does not see this. Why?
why? I don't want to say why, because it wouldn't be very polite to a president of the United States of America.
So where were you when we lost the billions, doctor? You are avoiding that point. We lost billions there. Where were you?
In the Global Fund?
Yes, the Global Fund.
Well, I was certainly not there. There's no way you lose billions on my watch.
Okay.
But yes, actually it was much earlier. It was much earlier. It
Much
was
earlier.
during, yeah.
Right.
It was when systems were really not in place in the whole country, that we had a lot of money was misused from the Global Fund.
Wonderful. You cannot be chairing such boards and you avoid governance issues. At one time, you and other elders in our country were telling us about a national consensus, national dialogue. The country looked optimistic about the idea because there were people of great names like you and the James Ogolas and the others. Where did you end with the national dialogue?
Yes, unfortunately, we spread out all over the country. So we were very important around election time, the previous elections. Last year, we did the debate, presidential debate. But we've also found it difficult to get funding to continue with that. So we are partnering, we always were partners with the Interreligious Council of Uganda. We are still partnering with them, and we've built up a new elders forum. We are elders, so some of us passed away, some of us are not very well. Our chair, Mr. Ogola, is quite busy because he's now a past. He's in church. He's somebody who works very hard in church, and so we've had to build the team again. It's much bigger now. A lot of interesting members of the Elders Forum, and again we are partnering with the Interreligious Council to see how we can work together and advise government.
Why do we need money to fund our own conversation? This is a conversation about ourselves, about our country. We are the citizens concerned. The elders like you with retirement have made some money, and we are talking about prosperity, because we cannot do so much progress with a rugged kind of political terrain, kind of social terrain we have. Why would we need money? Why do we expect anybody to fund us and not ourselves?
Yes, we are. It is very expensive. As you are aware, elders, including myself, we are supposedly retired. We are really not having the kind of money that would support travel all over the country, which is what we needed to do, meetings all over the country. And so we actually need to be funded. So we are looking at the donors, we are looking at government to support a number of issues, and the Interreligious Council as well is able to fund some of our activities.
Did you experience political will? Is there political will for it, having been there?
There is political will. We do a very good job of identifying issues and also calming down issues. I think once the community decides it's going to fight or it's angry, we are able to explain to them and try to quieten them down so that we ensure there's peace in our country. And I think that's one very big contribution. Apart from identifying the issue that they've given you and then taking it to government and asking for it to be addressed.
Dr. Maggie, sorry to say, as a retired citizen now, as a senior citizen, retired, when you sit back here and there, do you see this country stable? Do you appreciate the efforts of your work over the years? Can you tell the story? Say, oh no, we're on the right track?
Absolutely. I am one who's very clear about where we came from. And you don't want to go back there. We went through Obote 1, went through Idi Amin, we went through Obote 2. We went through things you don't want to go through ever, ever again. So we are happy that there is peace, that the children are swimming and they're fine, that we can walk around Kampala Road. The borders are all over the place, and everybody is doing their thing, and nobody is interfering. So the biggest thing you give Uganda, because we have everything going for us, we have everything going for us, but we never had peace. So the biggest thing you give Uganda is peace. And for the time being, we have a few hitches here and there, but we do have peace, and we're happy about that.
You were at the Uganda Investment Authority for quite a while.
12 years.
Let's look at our investment portfolio today, drawing from your time there. Are we better?
Ooh, much, much better. You have seen the taxes grow. Who do you think pays those taxes? It's all the employed people. So my businesses. So yes, even when I was there, we earned 10 billion US dollars in investment, and from foreigners, and also 4 billion from Ugandans. Ugandans started investing in big businesses, and now they're really big. So there were interests in tourism. We have Kalangala is full of hotels, most of them owned by Ugandans, as is, Masaka and other places. So hotel business is booming, and the tourists are coming, and Ugandans are themselves taking time to go out and enjoy their lives as well. So tourism is a great sector. Agriculture, you can't beat Uganda for agriculture. We have just been slow. With the climate that we have, the water that we have, Lake Victoria, River Nile, water everywhere, and rain all the time. The whole year we have some rain, maybe not so much sometimes. Like now it's really dry, but yeah, a lot of rain. So agriculture, you can't beat Uganda really. If we put our minds to it, you cannot beat Uganda in agriculture. Then we have education. You know what percentage the schools, the universities say. We have about 200 plus universities. Only 7 or so are government. The rest are business. They are private sector. So Sudir here has Victoria University down there, as do so many Ugandans and foreigners running universities. Then you come to the schools, same thing. Yes, we have universal primary education, universal, so many private schools. Those are businesses. I know sometimes when you look at a school, you think it has got to be government. Majority are not government. Majority, right down to nursery schools, government has not a single nursery school. So all those nursery schools belong to our ladies, you know, and gentlemen around. Then the other sector, after education, I would look at ICT, information communication technology. What we are using here today, all these things, that's part of the business of information communication technology. And again, how many radios are there? How many belong to government? UBC, maybe, Bukede, maybe,
Some shares.
but very
UBC,
little.
very little.
Very little. The rest is private, and most of it is by Ugandans. Yes, the Aga Khan may have something, but most of these businesses belong to Ugandans. So that we started off with our UBC alone in my time, and look where we are now. So many radios, so many TVs, so many of everything. So the creative industry, technology, energy, energy, yeah, so many other things. I think I'd better, like, we didn't talk about the creative industry. I think we covered it under Navio, but you know, how many people are in music? How many of you go to dance every weekend and enjoy that and benefit from it? And these guys make money while you are enjoying. Yeah. Then manufacturing, our biggest sector, the one that contributes most to taxation, the banks. Yeah, we've done well. We are doing well. We could do better. We need to do better because we have so many young people. The population is loaded with young people. They all need jobs. So we need to do even better.
Oh, right. Thank you. Dr. Maggie Kigozi, I want to spotlight your time at the Uganda Investment Authority.
Yes.
The common narrative is that you allowed many foreign investments than the locals. So we have many foreign investors and you keep thinking that our money is sent elsewhere, this kind of capital repatriation. The biggest investment companies you talk about here are foreign owned. So is it you handed over our economy to the foreigners?
No, I don't think I did that. The local investors were still learning at that time. Now you can't beat them. The big guys are local. The big manufacturing are local. They needed time to grow while the foreigners also came in. So we have the big companies like MTN, like Airtel, which appear to be foreign, and that is true. But the benefits, the smaller branches, the one who's doing the film, the one who's using ICT for his software company, the one, all those are young Ugandans, young smart Ugandans, and they will grow. Their businesses will also grow and become bigger than the foreign investors. So
Continue.
we are hopeful that our people are investing. I don't know what the figures are this year. The figures I gave you earlier were during my time, over the 12 years that I was there. But I don't know how.
Doctor, we are not there. We spend billions in road constructions, in all these construction things, and the people doing it are foreign owned. Chinese corporation something, Chinese 7Cs and the others. Our own companies are not there.
Our own companies, I
Oh, you are
think,
not
are
part
there.
of the licensing there.
No, of course not. No, not. They put out a bid, like government would put out a bid, and then the foreign companies would bid, as would the local companies, and the winner gets the. So those ones that are still requiring huge investment, like a road requires billions. How many Ugandans have those billions? If you say no foreigners, you're just saying, don't do the road. Don't do the
Was
road.
that not your role to build their capacity, the capacity of local investments, your investors here, to undertake such big projects? Because the billions we pay out there goes there instead of remaining here.
No, it gets paid. Most of it stays here because they use local labor. They pay taxes locally. You know, there's a lot that we get from foreign investors. Otherwise, we wouldn't want them if they were just taking everything. But no,
That's the thinking, that they take everything.
no.
They take much. Okay, they take the lion's share of
Of the
the
profits,
funding.
the
Yes.
profits are a small percentage. Meanwhile, they've given URA a huge sum of money. They have paid their employees. We, for example, employ at least 1,500 people in Pepsi Cola. We are not foreign, we are local. But just as an example, the salaries of 1,500 people, very smart people, because we are not, the people we need are well trained. So these are graduates, most of them. And we pay them well. We pay them well. So that changes the lives of so many of their relatives, their children. They can pay school fees. And that happens in all the companies. If you see these lovely waiters we have around here, they're being paid. Yes, it belongs to Sudhir. I don't know what you think Sudhir is. He loves Uganda. He lives in Uganda. I don't know whether you can still call him a foreigner, but maybe you do. He is part of us.
He is part of us.
Part
He
of
is
us.
part of us.
And he employs people. There are flats over there. There are this building's going up. There's that huge. What he did for us, I don't know how to thank Sudhir for that huge thing where we hold all our big conferences.
No, Sudhir is one of a kind.
The
He's
conference
here.
center.
His money is here.
His
We
money
don't
is-
expect him to take any to India.
No,
He's here. He's built here. He's done that.
Done that.
All right.
So not that everybody is different from that. We have all our friends, the Lalanis, the Asian community. The Europeans also often marry Ugandans, and they're here. That's why I'm here with the color that I am, because they marry Ugandans and they stay, and they have their businesses here. So I wouldn't look at foreigners as enemies. We
No, they are
still
not.
need them.
They are
and
not.
they come in with the new technologies that we may not have, with the new ideas that they've seen in their own countries, which benefit us.
We only look at the capital drain, how much they take away. They do that right, but how much do they take away?
They take away the profit, and you know the profit is limited. You know, you have to pay percentage to URA, VAT. And there are a number of taxes. In fact, they are complaining. I saw who was it on television saying the hoteliers that they pay 25 different taxes to URA. So you can imagine. Then the little bit that's remaining, which is their profit, they need to live here in Uganda. They need to educate their kids wherever they are. And then they can repatriate some of that. So you don't take that much, not the way it looks.
I would love to put credit to you for the many factories we see, for the many industries we see in this country. But just before I do that, I remember that these factories are paying so little to our people. During your time, you'd have advised government to set a minimum wage. Just how little should a person, a casual laborer, working in any factory earn? They're just being paid peanuts. And we don't see lives changing.
That was a
Is it not part of the
discussion.
licensing terms?
That was a discussion that was held. Do you want jobs
Yes, we do.
or do you want minimum wage? Choose between the two. This person's not going to employ a cleaner for 1 million shillings. They will go and look for equipment and just find a way of cleaning, you know? So if you want cleaners to get jobs at all, you do not have a minimum wage. That was a decision made by government, clearly, that that's the way they wanted to go. For the time being, come and get the jobs. Come and get the jobs. You are not getting so much money, but you have a job, which is better than no job.
That's what government said.
Yes.
What did Dr. Maggie Kigozi, a Ugandan living here, say?
I agree
You find
totally.
these girls working up and down and earning as little as 3,000 shillings a day. Is it right? Is it tenable?
Is it better than zero? Is 3,000 better than zero?
Oh, certainly, it's better than zero. But
There you are.
how much can
The
you do for
alternative
me?
is zero. The alternative is zero. So 3,000, I don't think anybody earns 3,000, but yeah, maybe 10,000 a day. I think the minimum people are getting would be like 350,000 a month. And, you know, they get other benefits at work. They get their lunch, you know. So that was necessary at that time. As we make progress, as the country gets richer, as we get our gold out, as we get our petroleum onto the market, as we get instant coffee onto the market, we will then be able to put a minimum wage that is much higher than it is today.
Doctor, this is the fourth straight interview that you have done with SML News.
Yes.
Every time we have come for it, we find you at Kabira Country Club.
Yes.
Just this beautiful place. When will a factory worker ever get here to enjoy the way you do?
I am a factory worker. I own Crown Beverages Limited, and that is my place. And I do sit on boards, and I used to be there full time actually for many, many years. I am now retired. I live on a farm. Why I'm here and not in my office, because I do have an office at Pepsi, but I live in the farm. I live on the farm. If I had said, come to my farm, 52 kilometers away, you to come to interview me, you would not have agreed. So this is why Kabira Club, that's why it's here. It's a public place. They invite us, they welcome us, they feed us, give us a drink. Yeah.
Have you ever found any of your employees here
Oh,
enjoying? Have you
absolutely.
found any enjoying
My
a drink
employees, my
here?
dear, do you know how much they
I
earn?
am not talking about the managers. I'm now talking about those. How
Why
do
do
you
you
call them?
want those ones here? They have their own places where they have a lot of fun.
They love life. They need to get
Yeah,
here.
they
They should.
know the life. What would he do at the swimming pool? Doesn't know how to swim. He wants to go and have fun in the bar. He wants to go take his children somewhere. You know, no, don't limit us to one type of people everywhere. So yes, we do have classes. That's true. That's true globally. We have people in different classes, and they enjoy different things, right? So that is Uganda. Not only Uganda, it's global. It's global. Everybody
That's-
in India does not go to Kabira Club like place to swim. No.
Educate me. Is a person in charge of promoting investment in our country also bothered about the cost of doing business here?
Absolutely. That was one of my key functions to
Uh-huh.
identify where the problems are and try to sort them out. So there you look at electricity, what does it cost? How can we make it as low as possible so that industries can succeed? Look at the infrastructure, the roads, the energy, then even the minimum wage. If I came up today and said the minimum wage was 50,000 per day, we are talking per day, 50,000 per day for everybody, industries would close tomorrow.
Certainly they would.
Yes. So that's a ridiculous thing to expect us to do as a government. So we didn't do it. We don't have a minimum wage. Yeah. So we did look at a lot of the issues, but that never stops. There are new companies coming in. Now the petroleum, the mining of petroleum, but also the export, also the value addition, all that's going to happen. We as Uganda did not have it. We did not know it. So what we did as Uganda, and I'm really proud that the government of Uganda did not do this, because we started promoting our petroleum, our gold, and all the minerals many, many years ago. The Nigerians came, flooded in. Everybody came, everybody came. They wanted our minerals. Then we looked around, the government looked around. We had nobody who had done geology. We had nobody who had studied the relevant skills for petroleum.
Really?
So that discussion, I was leading it. I came to the State House with the Nigerians, with Egyptians, with whoever, because I was told we have bring these people. I did. Then we were told, no, forget it. First thing, children, students, off to America, off to wherever there's good training. Wherever they had was good training. So now we have the people.
No, you have them.
You can hear them speaking on television.
We have them.
They are very smart. They know what they're doing.
True.
But it took a few years to be able to achieve that and have our own Ugandans leading that business. Yeah.
There's something interesting and unique about Dr. Maggie Kigozi now managing investment or speaking about investment in the country. You are not a politician appointed to go and head Uganda Investment Authority. You're actually an entrepreneur and a manufacturer. Now, taking that from you, look at the cost of doing business in Uganda today. Now, as a manufacturer, is that fair? Is it sustainable?
We would not be doing business if it wasn't. We're making money.
Sure.
Yeah, we're making money. We are making money. The electricity is not any higher than other places.
The cost of making a call in Uganda is higher than making a call anywhere in East Africa. Is that true?
I don't know that. But I can see everybody making calls, which means you can afford it.
At a cost.
At a cost. Go ahead. Otherwise, why don't you just go and buy
At a cost.
my soda and have a drink instead of making a call?
All
if
right.
it's that expensive.
All right. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Dr. Maggie Kigozi.
Very welcome.
This should be our last line. A perfect worker in this country came in 1986, found our GDP at $6 billion US. 40 years away from that, he leaves it at 66 billion. From 6 to 66 in 40 years. This perfect work tells us today that he wants us to move us from $66 billion GDP to $500 billion GDP by 2040. Only 14 years away from today. Is that feasible?
I think it is, because new products that are really, really high value have come on board. The petroleum, the gold, all the minerals. Uganda is loaded with minerals. If you look at the map and look at your piece of land, you probably have some mineral under you that you don't know about. So we have iron ore, we have everything, copper, everything. So, and right now, the young people are being educated, they are innovating. We are depending on them to come up with new products, new strategies, and then we'll become rich.
Can you make 500 billion in the next 14 years?
We can try.
Can
we can. Uganda is blessed. Uganda is blessed. But one thing that will actually dissolve that totally, will make it totally impossible, is war. War. If we have peace, we allow these young men, we allow those girls to go out and do what they want to do. Not to worry about what tribe they are, not to worry about what religion they are, not to worry about, who's going to rape them if they are girls, because that happens. If we can achieve that, the sky is the limit. God gave us, I keep on repeating that. We are blessed. I travel the world. That's the difference between me and you guys who are here. You have not seen anything yet. You go to Dubai and it is 50 degrees Celsius in summer. And then you go in winter, it's cold. So now what is happening here? Just climate alone without looking at other things. Rainfall. Other places have no rain at all. We have rain all the time. We have water everywhere. So let's count our blessings. We have smart young people. That is a big plus.
Doctor?
We have smart young people.
I am devoting my next 2 years on investigating this $500 billion dream. To me, I find it hollow.
Why 2 years? I thought he said 14 years.
No, for me.
Oh.
For me at the media, I want to do it for 2 years, tracking this dream. I
Sure.
find the dream hollow, not possible. I even fear to say it. You seem to have faith in it. If this was a building, who are the architects? Who are the electrical engineers of this building? Who are the civil engineers that will lead us to this 500 billion? Where can it come from? Is it, where do you get the faith that it can happen, Doctor?
You have no faith. I know where we came from when we came back here in 1986. It's like day and night. Was there anything like this? It was that old Lake Victoria hotel, really dead and miserable and grey and all kinds of things about it that was around. So in 1986, if you had told us that we were going to see these kinds of hotels around, we would have been like you. We would have said, ah. So have faith. Have faith. Me, I want to have faith in my children, in all the young people of Uganda. So I'm generalizing all of you under my children. You are the ones going to make this happen. But the first thing that we really need is peace. When there's this war, when there's tribalism, when there is, of course, poverty, we don't want to see any bit of that. Where's the lack of education is, once we have all those corrected, we are in business.
The scientific formula of work is time over distance. How much time have you moved? How much distance have you moved in how much time? I've just told you I've moved from 6 billion in 1986. We have moved 60 more billion US dollars in 40 years. So that's 10%, 100% forward.
Yeah.
Now you're looking at from 60 billion to 500 billion. Time over distance. 40 years, 60 billion. 14 years, 460 billion. 440 billion. Is that possible?
Yes.
Really?
I have faith in the next generation. I do. I have faith in the next generation. And in my country, with what it has to give us, which we are not utilizing at all, hardly, we can do it. Yes.
So when Psalm 7 says this, you know an obsession that it is possible.
Yeah, and also that I would want it to happen. If it happens, I'm sure you'll be the biggest dancer here in a few years' time. If it does happen, who will be the happiest, me or you?
Me.
Absolutely. There you are. So get ready to be happy.
I only thought it's a political, politicians say anything. I thought it's a political statement, a big political statement. $500 billion.
No, we can do it. We can do it.
We can.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been nice having Dr. Maggie Kigozi with all that great faith in the $500 billion dream.
Great faith in Uganda. Let's be clear.
Oh.
Yes, I don't have dreams. Great faith in my country.
In Uganda.
Yeah.
And what Uganda can do.
Yeah.
That all this that we have done, we can move there.
Yeah.
You know, $500 billion will place us in a high middle class.
We will beat the US.
We end it here. Oh, it's been nice having you. My name is Sir Simon Muyanga Lutaya.